Hi there, and welcome to MS-DOS Game Reviews. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you could probably guess from the name, we review MS-DOS games, and if you know anything about MS-DOS games, is that they ran on some pretty basic hardware. So basic, in fact, that those were the first computers. You know, when computers became common in households, they were not very, very powerful. So anyways, today we are looking at Ingrid's Back, and that's released in DOS in 1988, and alt names Gnome Ranger 2 and Ingrid's Back with lots of extra commas there, and it's United Kingdom. Now, people in the United Kingdom love to play with language, so expect that. 262 kilobyte download, and then of course it expands to be a little bit bigger. So there's a nice full description here by Home of the Underdogs on My Abandoned Way, and some screenshots. So yeah, looks like this game was at least loved at the time. Let us go take a look. There's a manual that we have to see. Ingrid's Back, and is that a front? Is that a back? I don't know. A little bit weird, but she carries a stick, and there's not enough to tell whether or not that's her back. I mean, there's a little bit of a countryside there, and yeah, anyways, Ingrid's Back. So tells you how to load the thing, and talking to the game, understands a lot of commands. Many words can be abbreviated: inventory to INV, and then look, examine, flopsy, follow me, up, follow, rabbit, undo, exits, examine, signposts. Okay, let's see. Take back a move, inventory, exits, examine, signpost, brief words, exits on. Okay. Locations will be described briefly, pictures turned off, and exits. Okay. So this is a word type game where you have to type in all your commands. It's not like Sierra's brilliant Leisure Suit Larry and those games where you can walk around with your keys. You actually have to type everything. And then there's tape loading instructions for computers that were using tape. That's a good old thing. And then there's a little novella that you can read. I love the old manual. So okay, let's get out of this one. Close that down. So let's go take a look at the game itself. Menu. Okay. Alright, so copyright 1990, level 9 computing. Just press enter to play, and then you can change your configuration. It detected my monitor as a EGA. I'm happy with that. Welcome to Ingrid's Back, copyright 1998 from level 9 computing, which begins with the second Nettlefield journal left off. Please choose the part you want to begin with. So we'll go to Little Moaning. Steamroller Dawn, release it. Okay. This version allows you to use RAM save and RAM restore to save position and memory, and oops to take back moves. Ingrid was in the village hall of Little Moaning. This wide doorway opened north. Not this again. Onto the market square. Ingrid could see Flopsy. Only a little while ago, folk had been milling about, waiting for the do that never did. They learned from Silas Crawley, the creepy goblin from Ridley's End, that their so-called party invitations had been notices to quit their homes. The Dribble Valley was going to be turned into a Norse gnome marina. And the locals were being evicted. True to their nature, everyone immediately left to get on a normal life. A little moaning while they still could. The Green Gnome was doing a roaring trade, but Ingrid had decided to get together a protest petition. So, let's try examine Flopsy. No. And the exit leads north through the door. Examine room. Exit north. Okay, Ingrid went north through the door and was in the market square a little morning. So a game carries on like this, describing your surroundings. So you gotta read carefully, decide what to do, and then go on to the next step. Like I said, I'm not too fond of these games. There's not too much action and way too much reading and thinking. Not that I don't like reading, but yeah, so not full of action. Okay, so I was could see a surveyor man from Nemo exit tape, and that's step. Flopsy entered south through the door. What now? Let's talk to the surveyor. You don't need to use talk to finish this part. What now? Examine surveyor. There was a dwarf on the north who measured for pleasure with his pole in a hole. And, yeah, so there's a lot of this sort of language. I mean, if you're from England or you like the English language and their subtle sense of humor, then yeah, this would be it. Okay. Okay. Go to the green. Isn't smart enough for that. Oh dear. Market Square, a little moaning between the infamous Green Gnome Inn and the village hall. High Street led east and west, and Plough Dome Lone Lane. Oh. Okay, so I'm not gonna carry on too much. Let's just check inventory. And an invitation and a petition. Okay. So, east. There's another little graphic. I like it. And east beside the Dribblebouth Bridge, outside the ferry cottage, Ingrid could see the bony sprat. Unfortunately, the bridge had collapsed in the middle. Okay. No. Oh, buddy. Knock on door. Ingrid thumped loudly at the door from Ferry Cottage. Okay. So at least I got one signature on my petition. And this petition, of course, is to save the little village from the developers, as you'd think. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to call it here and say thank you for watching this super short video. Hopefully tomorrow I've got something more exciting, more playable, more graphic rich to show you. But today, this is it. So hopefully you've liked it, and we'll see each other in the morrow. In the meantime, have a fantastic day and goodbye.